A ball is thrown horizontally at 22.2 meters per second from the roof of a building and lands 36 meters from the base of that building. How high is the building? Just a quick drawing of what we got here. So you're tossing it at 22.2 meters per second entirely to the right. It's simply rolling off the building. And, ooh, I covered it up a little bit. Let me see if I can move that. And you've got delta x equals 36 meters. So the ball took the parabolic path that you know and love, and then eventually landed 36 meters away from the bottom. We want to know how high that building was. All right? So in this case, once again, time is the key. The ball spends just as much time falling as it does going to the right. Because once that time is gone and it hits the ground, well, it's done for both moving to the right and moving down. So finding time is going to be the key. Now, in this case, the information that we're looking for, the height, has to do with the y direction, which means we're going to start with the information in the x direction. That's going to lead us to a solution for how much time goes by, and then that should help us for solving the final question in the y, which is what is delta y. All right, so we tossed down our initial information in the x direction, so we know that velocity in the x equals 22.2, and that's not going to change because gravity is pulling down. It's never pulling the ball left or right, so it's just going to keep that same 22.2 velocity in the x direction the whole time. We know delta x equals 36, and we know that delta x equals
Wesley Bonin to the front office, Wesley Bonin to the main office.
Sorry about that. Delta x equals Vx times t, so you just toss the numbers in. 36 equals 22.2 times t. And for t, I rounded it off a little bit. I got 1.64, something like that, as long as you're close. All right, so we know that t is 1.64. We're ready for part 2 of the problem, where we start attacking the y direction, which is what we really care about. So knowing that t equals 1.64, we're looking for delta y. We can use this. Once again, I'm going to ignore the VIT because the ball wasn't thrown up or down. It was moving completely to the right. So there was no initial velocity in the y. So since VI was 0, that term's not even going to be in there, so I'm not even going to bother writing it. So now we've got delta y equals 1/2 of, you can either use -10 or -9.8. You'll get close enough. And now for t squared, we toss in this 1.64 that we had from before, so 1.64 squared. And for delta y,
Arlene Rodriguez to see Ms. Preacher and Guidance A113, please.
for delta y, I got -13.5 meters, which means that building is about 13.
Demaya Sanders to Ms. Preacher in A113. Demaya Sanders to Ms. Preacher in A113.
That building is 13.5 meters high. Sorry for all the interruptions on this one. See you on the next one.